morning, Mason Nation. Today is Tuesday, October 29th. Welcome back to Mason Cable News. I'm Crystal Moore.
And I'm Britta Bausis.
So, Britta, what are you going to be for Halloween this year?
You know, I think I'm just going to be the classic black cat.
The classic black cat. That's what everyone is every year.
I know, but, you know, it's a Halloween staple. And I'm kind of a crazy cat lady, so it's okay.
I think you can make it look good.
Thanks. Anyway, last week, 4th Estate announced that administration officials have decided that Robinson Hall is in need of an upgrade. According to Provost Peter Stearns, GMU's Fairfax campus is, quote, short on classroom space by Fairfax standards, end quote, and Robinson's, quote, classrooms aren't up to contemporary standards, end quote. Robinson Hall was built in 1975, but has not received any noteworthy renovations since its opening. The building currently houses about 30% of the classrooms here on campus. According to Thomas Calhoun, Vice President of Facilities Management, an ideal renovation would cost approximately the same as demolition and reconstruction due to the need for major structural changes. Robinson Hall is currently home to numerous departments in the College of Humanities and Social Science, CHSS, and the Dean's Office for the College of Health and Human Services, CHHS. The new Robinson will be the central hub of CHSS, and the CHHS will move to another building planned in conjunction with the new Robinson called Academic 7. However, in order to move forward with plans, the university must receive funding from the state of Virginia. The governor's budget for 2014 through 2016 is due out in December and will hopefully contain the $98,504,000 needed for the Robinson project. If the project is approved, a spot in the General Assembly's July 1st budget, then demolition and construction of a new Robinson Hall will go forward with a completion date of fall 2019.
Last week, George Mason's Organic Gardening Association, in partnership with Mason Dining, hosted Mason's first Food Week. George Mason Organic Gardening Association manages and maintains the Potomac Heights Vegetable Garden, with their mission to build a diverse community of gardeners on campus committed to sustainable farming practices, as outlined on their Facebook page. They work to educate the Mason community and empower students to be connected to their source of food. Food Week was put together by a group of Mason students as a way to celebrate Food Day, said Mason Senior and GOGA President Donnie Ward. It was a collaborative effort put together to celebrate the abundance of healthy food that could be available at Mason. Food Day is a nationwide celebration and movement for healthy, affordable, and sustainable food. Food Day's goal is to help people eat real food by cutting back on sugar drinks, processed foods, and factory farm meats to be replaced with fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Throughout the week, a variety of different events took place every day, including a farm visit in which organic food were donated to low-income families, a party in Potomac Heights Garden with free food such as vegan s'mores, and a women's farmers panel in which 4 women discussed both the struggles and triumphs that go along with being a female farmer, and National Food Day in which a kiosk was set up outside Southside, and with the help of both Mason Dining and GOGA, hot cider, kale, apples, pears, and many other fresh veggies were provided to the Mason community. For further information about Food Day, please check out foodday.org. If you would like to find more out about GOGA, please check out their Facebook page at GMU Organic Gardening Association. They will be having a meeting in Sub 1, Room 3A this Thursday at 4:30 on companion planting. All are welcome.
Sounds like a lot of healthy ideas are coming to Mason. Well, this past Monday, Aaron Hood hosted his first of many to come dinner dialogues at the Piedmont Multipurpose Room. The purpose of this dinner dialogue was for students to have an intellectual conversation on otherwise not common encounters, everyday encounters with peers. Touchy topics were discussed as the conversation focused on identity awareness and navigating the personal and political journey that helps us define who we are. Many cultures were represented at the dinner dialogue, which attested to GMU's diverse student body. Hood conducted an activity called the Social Identity Wheel. This wheel is an intergroup relations activity that is meant to make participants think solely about themselves and their makeup. Ethnicity, sexual orientation, religious or spiritual affiliation were just some of the factors of the Social Identity Wheel. This activity alone took the discussion a long way as participants opened up and shared personal stories regarding their race in America. Dialogues and discussions such as these are important to the Mason idea. Many feel the diversity aspect of Mason is a facade. Although there are a plethora of cultures represented, there are still cliques or pockets of people of the same race or national origin. Events where students of all types can discuss their struggles or outlook on the future can gradually bring the diversity aspect of Mason to a new light.
Very interesting story.
Indeed.
This past Sunday, October 26th, was the 38th Annual Marine Corps Marathon held in Washington, D.C. Several members of the Mason community were in attendance at the event to help raise money for the men and women who protect our nation. The Marine Corps Marathon, nicknamed the Marathon of Monuments, featured a flatter route and even new approach to the Capitol than in previous years. The certified 26.2-mile marathon course starts in Arlington, Virginia, between Arlington National Cemetery and the Pentagon on the George Washington Parkway. The course caps at Arlington National Cemetery before the final uphill battle to the finish line at the access road to the Marine Corps War Memorial. Mason senior Devin Lemo and junior Hunter Strodel both completed the run. Strodel commented on her experience during the run by saying, "It was a hard run, but I managed to finish before all the boys. I felt very proud." Many vendors and entertainers were featured at the marathon, along with thousands of volunteers who were there to support the runners as they crossed the finish line. For further information about the Marine Corps Marathon, please check out marinemarathon.com. And now off to a commercial break.
Welcome back to your event rundown. Later today at 8 p.m. in the Lasky Performing Arts Building, room 3001, the Jazz Combos will host a concert. Anyone interested in jazz should definitely come check this one out.
Tomorrow from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., the fraternity Alpha Kappa Psi will have a blood drive in Dewberry Hall at the Johnson Center. Everyone going there will be helping another person by donating blood. Anyone interested in this should come and participate.
On Halloween, Thursday, from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., the Nightmare on University Drive will take place on Prince William campus in the Bull Run Hall atrium. This event will be filled with spooky games, food, and other activities. Anyone brave enough to attend should definitely come if they dare. And now we have your sports recap.
In Mason Cable Network's final coverage of the women's soccer team this year, we witnessed a victory for Mason against our revolutionary rival George Washington University. This game was also senior night for a number of players. Lindsay Hokanson, Jasmine Cordoso, Nicole Clark, and Casey Vornador. The game started off exactly how the Patriots hoped it would, with a quick goal from the head Liz Hoggs off of the corner from Cardoso. But in a game where all the seniors were recognized, the defense stood strong, with Hookinson and Clark holding the Colonials to one shot in the entire game. The victory surges Mason into third place in the Atlantic 10 with a 4-2 conference record, only one win away from clinching a postseason spot.
This would be huge for Mason in our inaugural season in the Atlantic 10 Conference, making George Mason's presence known on the East Coast. The victory puts Mason on the scoreboard in the revolutionary rivalry, down 2-1 to GW. The final games of the season will both be in Philadelphia as they play St. Joseph's and LaSalle to end the regular season. And now we have some tweets of the day.
Congratulations to President Cabrera on making WABIZ Online Power 100 list.
It's definitely an honor, I think.
Congratulations, President Cabrera.
Congratulations. And hashtag devastation. We saw our fellow GMU squirrels, witness his brother dropping a nut from the tree in this Huffington Post article that he retweeted. What a sad day for squirrels.
He was more devastated than I've seen anyone be in a while.
Yes, and I'll admit I laughed for like 20 minutes.
So did I. So I'm sorry, Squirrel, but at least it made for a good show, good comedy. And that pretty much concludes today's segment of Mason Cable News. Thank you all for tuning in. Goodbye, Mason Nation. I'm Crystal Moore.
And I'm Britta Bausis. Stay classy, GMU.